Joining us now, future NFL Hall of Famer.
Very soon.
I'm saying first ballot.
Right.
On behalf of DraftKings Pink'em campaign, which supports the Larry Fitzgerald Foundation and breast cancer awareness, all October long, free to play Pink'em pools every Sunday, is Mr. Larry Fitzgerald. Larry, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
No, it's great to be with you guys. Big fan of the show, and it's an honor to be with you on today.
Wow, I feel
really
great.
nice.
Thank you.
Honor to
Nice.
Honor to be on the show. All right, I just want to ask you about Puka Nacua, because in my head, somebody says, who's the best receiver in football the last few years? It's Justin Jefferson. If it's not Justin Jefferson, it's Jamar Chase. Those are the guys that I instantly say. But then I watch Puka Nacua, and every week that he's healthy, it feels like he's the most productive player in the league. In your opinion, does he have an argument that he is the best? And from watching him, what makes him, as a mid-round pick that people didn't see this coming, what makes him as good as he is?
I mean, I really enjoy watching him, and like what I really like about him is his short area quickness. He's impressed. He doesn't like he's getting a lot of separation, and then he just able to separate in the catch window. He's really good after the catch. He's got really strong hands. He's an underrated blocker. No, he's just a really complete player, and I think having D. Adams on the other side also is giving a lot of favorable looks. When you have a guy who can win one-on-one, who's opposite to you, teams can't just primarily focus on you every single time. And he's got the most talented thrower of the football in Matthew Stafford, throwing it. He can throw it from any arm angle, moving to left or right. And that Sean McVay offense is, when they get going, there's only one I think is, funner to watch in rhythm, outside of Coach Shanahan and the 49ers.
Larry, Nick's talking about best receiver in the game. Justin Jefferson comes up a lot. And he hasn't, look, Kirk Cousins, very good quarterback. Now he's got Carson Wentz, J.J. McCarthy last year, Sam Darnold. And you had Kurt Warner for a little while, and then, good quarterbacks, but not the elite quarterbacks. How much, when we're talking about the best receivers in the game, how much should we look at guys that don't have the ultra elite quarterbacks but are still putting up these huge numbers, like a Justin Jefferson or even a Garrett Wilson with the Jets is putting up big numbers? How much of a factor should that be?
Well, I think you have to take it into consideration. I think, but really to me, I'm not saying Justin is better than Jamar. Jamar's better than Justin. I think they're the consensus 1-1 guys, but what Justin has done it with in terms of the carousel of quarterbacks he's played with, I think it really makes it unique. You never know where the guy's lining up out of the backfield. He's, number one, number two, number three in tryst formations. He's motioning across the field. Like, the guy and his ability to understand concepts and read coverages is really special, to be able to digest everything he's asked to do every Sunday. Jamar is really, really super talented. Catches is strong with his hands. People bounce off him. He runs through tackles all the time. But he does have Joe Burrow throwing the ball. And I think a healthy Joe Burrow, he's an MVP candidate. And that's a huge benefit. The way he's able to fit those balls in. Some of those catches he had last year when he was healthy, it was just long handoff after long handoff.
Larry, what do you make of the Eagles offense, where sometimes a mediocre pass game turns into a recipe for success, and sometimes a lackluster passing game just ends up being a lackluster final score? Then we turn our attention to A.J. Brown, and A.J. Brown's like, hey, I'm A.J. Brown. You could probably throw me the ball a little bit more. And then the media kind of gets on him. But at the same time, through another lens, it looks like, well, he might be the answer to the problems that this offense is having. What do you make of the whole Eagles oddity of their offense?
Yeah, it's a head scratcher when you watch it. You look at Devontae and you look at Goddard, and you look at AJ, you look at Saquon, you look at just all the talented, the offensive line. They just have a really, really talented group, and you wonder, why is this not, producing more offensive scoring and explosive plays. I think it really starts. They just got to get the running game going. They got to get Saquon going like they had him going last year, and everything will come off of that. You get the single coverage looks, you'll get the middle field close and one-on-one coverage where you want to go, and give Jalen favorable looks to be able to make easy reads, which is really important. That's what made them special last year. Like, they could run it down your throat. There was nothing you can do about it, and then they would hit you with the play action. They have to be able to reestablish that dominant presence up front, especially as you get later in the year when the weather becomes inclement.
Larry, we saw A.J. last year when they were winning complain about, the passing game not getting enough targets and stuff. And I'll be honest, I do understand a great player wanting targets and wanting to put up big numbers. How do you walk that fine line between, yes, we want to win as many games and win the Super Bowl, but I also want to put up huge numbers because I'm like a Hall of Fame potential type receiver. How do you balance that? How does a player balance that, particularly as a wide receiver?
It's just hard, man. It's real hard. I'm not gonna lie to you. As a wide receiver, the first thing you're thinking, and a lot of times the only thing you're thinking about is your own productivity and what you need to be doing and how they need to be, getting to you. And this, like, with me, with AJ, it's not so much like how many targets, it's the quality of the targets, right? Where he's getting post and deep comebacks and stops, and favorable one-on-one looks, right? Throwing me a go ball, when two guys are on, that's not a high quality target to me. So it would be more so the focus is on like, hey, like how do I get good opportunities and favorable looks? Like, those are the things that I'd always kind of, hold in my mind. When coaches were just trying to get you a hitch, just to keep you quiet, right? You want the real substantive, meaningful targets against good looks, and I think those are the things that I think frustrates him more than anything.
I know we were just talking about A.J. Brown. This is not specific to A.J., but jumping off from that, can you take us to what it feels like during a game when man, there have been 6 times I was open. I was part of the primary progression. I was open, and it's not that the ball was inaccurate. They didn't even look. I didn't even get an opportunity. The ball was not thrown my way, because that happens, I'm sure, to every receiver at various points. Certain guys more. What does that do to almost your spirit during the game and then right after, when you have a game where when we cut on the tape, I was winning my matchup and I was not able to take advantage of that?
Yeah, I mean, there was many times where, I'm when I was playing, I'm running open, you beat a guy falls down and the ball doesn't come to you. You get really frustrated, but also, there's just things that are out of your control that you need to be able to always take in consideration in the body language, especially when you're a leader. The young guys are watching you. It doesn't make the situation any better when you fly off the handle. Then people are talking more about your antics and the things that you are dealing with in terms of your frustration, more so than the things that you want in terms of positivity and momentum that you're trying to create throughout the course of the year. So there's a really fine balance, and also your temperament. If you got a 14-point lead in the fourth quarter and there was a play that you wanted to have back, you're not as upset as if you're losing or the game is tight and you can make plays. So it kind of ebbs and flows based on what's going on in the game.
Hey, Larry, you seen Stefon Diggs?
He's back in a big way.
Yes.
My real question is, he seems like he came back from his knee injury. We saw him take Josh Allen to another level. And that was kind of the story of Dayball and Stefon unlock Josh. Do you think that Drake is just on this great trajectory, or does Stefon being there have a lot to do with that?
Well, I think we've all seen, Drake make kind of, splash, over the last year, right? But now it's the consistency, right? And Stefon is he's the confidence builder that a quarterback really wants. I mean, he's able to create separation. He makes tough catches in zone, and man, he's got very reliable hands. Like the throw that he made on the right sideline when they were in the scramble drill, when he's rolling out, and there's not a lot of receivers that can make that catch for you, right? And those catches really, really build confidence in the quarterback to know he will make these tough contested catches. He will make toe tap highlight drill catches. Like those are the things that really, really build confidence for a young quarterback. And he's been doing that since he was in Minnesota. He did it, he did it in Buffalo. He did it even in Houston before he was banged up. I mean, so everywhere he's done, he's produced, and he is a quarterback's dream.
Brew. Okay.
Well, Larry.
Wait. This is. We're sorry for this one.
No. These guys know. Once upon a time, I was a receiver like yourself.
God.
Like yourself back in the day in high school, right? Like, in high school, I played the position, right? But Larry, I played before gloves. You had to catch the ball with your bare hands. I want to ask you. These sticky gloves, look, they look great, man. I'm glad they have them. How much do they help? I'm seeing all these one-handed catches, particularly in college, but all over. How much do these gloves really help?
They help a lot, because I'm not going to lie to you. The silicone, the design of the gloves definitely enhances your ability to make, really tough catches. But I'll also say that the equipment managers do a really good job of, brushing these balls down. Like, these balls are so tacky compared to when I first got in the league, with pine tar and the different things they do to make the ball a lot easier to throw and handle in inclement weather. So I think the combination of them both is really beneficial to pass catchers.
Wow. That's what I thought. They didn't have all that back when I played, man.
So you think you would have probably played at the neck? You think you'd have made it to the league and you had some gloves on? Is that what you said?
I wish I could say that. I would love
Chris,
to say yes.
If we looking at all the receivers in the game, who would have been the Chris B in the game right now? Who closely resembles you?
What a great
I
question,
mean,
Larry. Just say
probably Jamar. Jamar or Justin, one of those. Pick which one you want.
Hey,
Chris, honestly, I used to play basketball in high school, and if I had to pick a guy whose game resembles mine, I'm gonna go with Wemby. You know what I'm saying? We all live in the fantasy world. You know what I'm saying? We all live in the fantasy world.
Larry, thank you so much.
Thank you, man.
We appreciate it. We'll have you
Great
back
stuff.
on anytime you want.
Yeah,
All right,
thank
brother.
you so much,
Peace,
Larry.
man.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get more from the show and to check out clips from other shows on FS1.